Hey, everybody. I want to have another real talk with just about anybody out there who was completely loyal, faithful, honest with the person that they was with. Loved them to death, never cheated on them, never thought of cheating on them. But then for some strange reason, something happens to them. That partner that they loved and cared for ends up cheating on them. Now I understand that, yes, it's okay to cry about it, question it, why it happened, with whom, when, where. So, we all know that crying is a form of healing, but did you know it can also be a form of a toxic way of dealing with it? Most of you may know what I mean when I say a toxic form of crying. Because, of course, when you cry, you're letting it out. You're letting the pain out, the hurt. That's healing. That's okay, especially when you talk to somebody about it. And it's okay to cry whether you're a man or a woman. Men, don't be afraid or ashamed to cry. It is okay. It hurts. Cry about it. The hell with what anybody else says. It's not normal to keep it in. Women, cry. Don't hide about it. Why should you? What I will say is don't cry in front of that person that hurt you. They don't need to see you like that. No. It's okay with your friends, with family that are very close to you when you're talking about it. That's healing. The toxic part of crying is the one that you start crying and you start blaming yourself for what happened. It's not your fault. Did you cheat on them? No. Did you go off finding somebody else? No. But at some point, for whatever reason, you start crying and crying and crying, and it's no longer a healing. It's a toxic form of putting yourself down. Now again, this happens to both men and women. Cheating's not okay. That's true. But don't put yourself down and don't hurt yourself over it. It's very toxic when you cry to the point that you feel you're not worth anything. Where you tell yourself, maybe I'm better off just being by myself. No. Why? You didn't do anything wrong. They did it to you. You didn't do it to them. Or maybe I'm not good enough. How are you not good enough? Just because they didn't appreciate it doesn't mean someone else isn't looking for someone like you who can appreciate you. And don't tell yourself, I'm not handsome, I'm not pretty, I'm this, I'm that. Why you're crying? Because none of that is true. If that was the case, no one would be with you. No one would try to be interested in being in a relationship. Once again, it's not about you. It's that person who did it to you, not you to them. Crying for them, it's just not worth it. Cry because you're hurting with what they did to you. But don't cry for them, saying you miss them. Oh, I miss the things that we used to do. That wasn't real. I miss how they used to hold me. That wasn't real. And I miss how they said I love you. That wasn't real. A person who loves you wouldn't do that to you. There could be any form of temptation. No. A loyal person, an honest person, and a loving person would look at temptation and be like, nah, I'm good with the person I'm with. I'm in love with somebody. Please move it along. Or I'm not interested. Sorry. Yeah, you're cute and all, but I have somebody and I'm happy with them. That's love. Keep people like that. And continue to keep people like that. At some time, Every wrong person that comes into your life means you're getting closer to the right one. Don't ever think for a second, I can never love somebody and I plan on never loving anybody. You're just you're just putting yourself in a rut of bad emotions, negative energy. The hell with what anybody says. That's negative energy. Continue being who you are that made you so attractive to that person, that toxic person. Because always remember, negative doesn't meet well with positive energy. Would you mix negative blood with positive blood? No, that's pretty lethal. Just continue being you. Do you. Focus on you. But don't cry for someone who isn't even thinking about you for a minute. They too busy with somebody else. So you know what? Be like, I dodged a bullet on you. Thank God. You will eventually find someone who is definitely worth as much time as you. So, yes, cry because it hurts. Cry because you can't fathom the idea of somebody doing that to you that you trusted. That's okay. But don't cry to the point where you're putting yourself down. That's toxic for you. Don't put yourself in your own grave. It's not worth it. Remember, you didn't do wrong. They did. They did you wrong. So you continue being you. Because sooner or later, when you're really ready to be with somebody, that somebody may have just gone through the same thing as you and is ready to give real love back. Have fun, guys. And be positive.